Hello, I'm Riley Davis, and for my vlog, I've chosen to cover Craig Ferguson. Through my years of watching Craig Ferguson, I know that he was born in Scotland and he came to America about 30 years ago. So I wanted to get a immigrant's perspective on sort of US politics, and in this instance, the 2012 election. Now, Ferguson's usual comedic style is that of a class clown. He points out flaws in celebrities and public figures and makes fun of it with like a child would. But there is a little bit of wit that comes with his comedy. But in terms of the election, Craig Ferguson doesn't like to go there as much because he's aware of the divisiveness of talking about politics. But when he does bring up the election, there are three themes that I've noticed. He either uses one of those three or a combination of. The first theme that I've found is that most of his jokes are innocuous. They're not biting towards any one candidate, and they don't contain any connotation of bias. When the second presidential debate came around, Craig made a note that he does not want to talk about it, but he does look directly into the camera and with a little wink, but he does agree with you. As if saying that he agrees with whatever you think about how the debate went. And a second theme is that his jokes are never directed towards any candidates, mostly those associated in some way with the candidates. For example, with the second debate, he talks about how Candy Crowley moderated and then made a Bill Clinton impression in which he states, "Oh, I can't wait to get me some of that candy." And then he also makes jokes about the independent candidates who were running for president that were having a debate with Larry King over the internet. And then, of course, he makes a joke about how nobody in America knows about these candidates and how Larry King doesn't know how to use the internet. So he never really goes into an attack against a particular candidate. The third thing I found is that whenever he does talk about politics, he usually quickly trails off into some obscure topic that's not related in any way to the election, as if to kind of stay away from that topic of politics. He likes to play coy to the issues and the election in general. In fact, he jokes that the most patriotic thing you can do is not vote, but to purchase advertised products on CBS. This, in a way, is Ferguson poking fun at an important event for Americans that has kind of devolved into an advertising campaign more so than a serious discussion of the issues in America. And that is my analysis.